it's everywhere in there. And I know it was on the inside of his shirt because when I first seen it in my car, it was like smeared.
You gotta lay in bed next to a man that's handing out ass chips in the sheets? No.
I asked him on the phone, I'm like, so your booty wasn't itching? Like you didn't feel this? Cause it's like it was hot. Like it was hot that day.
And you sitting here talking about you sad it's not gonna work out. You need to be sad that you about to have an ass rash.
So these are the jeans right here. This small line right here, this was his underwear right here. This is his butt right here. And these black lines right here, that's the butt hair that I was telling y'all about.
Welcome back to another episode of Clocked Out Conversations. I'm your host Fahim, and today we got some more TikTok content. How I found out the guy I started dating was dirty, part 1. I'm not here to waste your time. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and let's get into it.
Story time about how I discovered the guy that I just started dating. Well, was dating. We're not dating anymore. I had to cut ties with him after this situation. After I found out he was dirty. Like, very, very dirty. And it's crazy because we had only been talking for about a month. And we had gone on, I'll probably say like 3 dates prior to this last specific date, to where I decided that it's just going to be over with. It's done. This particular date, I ended up going to his house because we were going to ride in his car and we were going to go downtown to watch the cars race and all that. And I pulled up to his house and my tire light came on. So I'm like, oh, hey, can you put air in my tire? And he was like, yeah, I'm about to hop in and we could just go to the gas station down the street from his house. So he gets in the car and we go to the gas station. We went to 2 gas stations. Both the gas stations was, the air pump thing was out. So I just had drove back to his house. I was kind of annoyed by that, but I'm like, all right, let's just handle it when we come back from downtown. So he ends up getting out of the car first. And I just happened to just look over. I'm looking over like this. And as he's getting out, not only do I see his butt crack, but it's a lot of boo-boo in there. And it's hairy. And I'm like, I know my eyes are not playing tricks on me. Because he kind of like, he's not big. He's like in between small and medium size. So he like a small, medium teddy bear. And I usually date guys who are like kind of fit, who are actively like in the gym like pretty regularly. But this guy, he doesn't really go to the gym like that, but he has a cool personality. Like, he's cool. So he gets out of the car and I just see, I seen half of his butt crack, but it was a lot of poop like on his butt crack and there was hair over there.
So I just don't understand. So you don't feel that as you walking around? You don't feel the booty crust in your ass? You don't feel that? You don't feel that ass sizzling in between your butt cheeks, bro? I don't like that. Hell no.
Like, there's a lot of hair in there. So I'm looking, I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know my eyes didn't just see this. Like, so I'm like, okay, let me check again. Let me see if I seen what I seen. So I get out of the car and I get inside of his car. And, we driving downtown and stuff like that. So now I'm already thrown off. I'm already turned off. I already don't want to be here. But I just want to make sure I really seen what I seen for real before I like really cut him off for real. So we in his car. We gets downtown. We gets to the parking. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to let him get out the car again. Because at this point, he's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. So I'm slowly gathering up my purse and all that stuff, even though I really didn't have much for real. But I'm just moving extra slow. So I look over and he gets out of the car again. and I'd seen it again. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have like this dude, it was like chunks of boo-boo, like chunks in his butt crack. Like, I'm just in disbelief. I'm like, I really did see it. But I'm like, hold on, let me see one more time.
She about to get a triple piece of the acid. The acid. She about to hit a triple piece. 3P. Oh my goodness.
Need to make sure that I seen this. I'm like, this can't be for real. Like, this, I'm really like seeing this right now. I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So I'm we walking downtown. So at this point, again, like, this is all I'm thinking about. So he trying to hold hands and all that stuff. I'm like, no, don't touch me. Like, it's too hot and stuff like that. But in my head, I'm like, you dirty for real. I need to try to make sure, like, I'm really seeing what I'm seeing. Like, you dirty, don't touch me. This is what I'm thinking. So we,
I am not trying to be. If I was a woman, if I was a sister, I would not. I don't blame her. I would not be trying to be seen walking down the street with goofy booty over here, crusty ass over here. I don't want that. I don't want to be associated with you. I don't want a stranger recognize me or something like that, or somebody like at an event later on being like, "Oh, I saw you walking down the street with that man that had that crusty ass." If I was a woman, I wouldn't want that. But let's keep going.
long story short, we get downtown. We ended up missing all the racing because we was trying to find a gas station to put air in my tire or whatever. So it was cool. We just ended up going to walk by the water. So it was these tables that's near the water, and he was all out of breath and stuff like that, and he just needs to go sit down. So he goes and sits on top of the table. And in my head, I'm like, all right, I know his butt crack showing. I know his butt crack is showing, so I'm about to play around with him a little bit just so I can like see for this last final time. So I'm like, I'm about to go behind you. I'm just making up random stuff. I'm like, I'm about to go up behind you and try to scare you, this, that, and the third. So I goes up behind him and I'm like creeping up on him from behind and stuff. Of course, he knows that I'm right there because we just playing around. But I'm creeping up behind him and I look and I'm like, when I tell y'all, it's boo-boo all in his butt crack. Like, it's everywhere in there. And I know it was on the inside of his shirt because when I first seen it in my car, it was like smeared. Like, it was like smeared like at the top of his butt crack. I'm sorry, y'all. This is like real, like sick and disgusting, I know. But I just had to tell y'all this. Like, it's crazy. So
the feces is riding up his back so much that it's on the inside of his shirt. You gotta lay in bed next to a man that's handing out ass chips in the sheets. No.
yeah, so back to the story. I was when I had creeped up on him, I seen it again, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it was like big chunks of boo-boo, and it was just hairy, it was just everywhere, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna tell him because that's just me. Like, I'm gonna keep it transparent with you. I'm gonna tell him, but I didn't want to tell him right then and there because we had really just started hanging out, and I didn't want him to throw me in that water. Like, I don't know you like that. So we gets in the car. After all that, I'm ready to go. Like, in my head, like, he over here trying to talk and laugh and this, that, and the third. I'm ready to go at this point. Like, you dirty. Like, it's over with. Like, I already know from this moment, like, you're never gonna see me again for real. Like, so we had after all that, we ended up getting back in the car. Going back to his place, I did make sure he put air in my tire though. So we did find the gas station. He put air in the tire, and then, you know, we had went our separate ways. But this time he had ended up following me there to the gas station. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I'm about to tell him when I get home. So I ended up, I got home. I called him.
Side note, he was dirty enough for her to never want to speak to him again, but he wasn't dirty enough for her to deny him putting air in that damn tire. You see how a woman use y'all brothers? You see how a sister do y'all? Sisters, y'all are hilarious. Let's keep going.
I'm like, hey, I don't know how to really say this, but I seen something 3 times that I didn't like. And I had to make sure that I seen what I seen, because, you know, I'm just not about to falsely accuse somebody or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not me. I'm gonna keep it real with you at all times. So he like, what's up? I'm like, so when you got out of the car, I just ended up looking over, and not only did I see your butt crack, but it was a lot of boo-boo in there. And y'all, when I tell you, this man said, his exact words was, that's it? And I'm like, that's it? What you mean, that's it? He like, so that's what was so hard for you to tell me or something? I'm like, you have boo-boo in your butt crack. What you mean? So at this point, my mind really blown, because I'm like, you know you dirty. So he like, I still feel like we should move forward, and you know, I still want to get to know you and be with you and this, that, and the third. He said, do you? I said, no, I can't even do it.
she, she said, no, I can't eat. Bruh, are you insane? The only thing your dirty ass need to be moving forward with is a shower. You need some soap in that ass, boy. What? Talk about some. That's it. That's it. Nigga, what? Oh my God.
I'm like, I got a white couch at home. He don't know where I live at, but it's like, after seeing that, I got a white couch at home. Like, you ain't about to sit on my couch, sit on my furniture. And then when you get up, I got I'm sorry, TikTok. I got boo-boo stains all over my couch. Like, no, like, you're dirty. And then he like, it's not that big of a deal. Just basically making it seem like it's just nothing. And I'm like, he like, I'm sorry that you had to see that. I did use the bathroom earlier. And I'm like, what? Like, he's really saying this to me, y'all. Hold on. I'm about to do a part 2. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Here's the part 2. Dang, I forgot where I left off at. Oh, we were on the phone, and I ended up telling him. So he was basically trying to, basically saying, like, it was nothing wrong with that. Like, and I'm like, oh, he was saying that he did end up going to the bathroom earlier. And I'm like, did you not wipe? Like, what's going on? Like, he like, I mean, I did use the bathroom. I did wipe. I'm like, you couldn't have. But he like, I'm not a dirty A ninja. And I'm like, you are though. Like, there's no way. I'm like, so what if you seen me? What if I was like that and we out in public or whatever, just anywhere? He like, I wouldn't even notice. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, there's no way that this man trying to convince me that there's nothing wrong with this. Like, you're dirty, bro. Like, no, this is over with. So he over there huffing and puffing, because I'm like, no, this not gonna work out. And I'm just really in disbelief, like, that he's really just just know. And then he stays at home with both parents too, so it's like y'all didn't teach him this when he was younger, like how to wipe his butt. Like, what's going on? And he 2 years older than me.
Nah, him saying he not dirty is like saying grass ain't green. Bro, you are dirty. Bro, you are dirty. You're crazy. Saying you not dirty, him saying he not dirty is like saying I'm not black. Bro, you are dirty. Just dirty.
Like, this is crazy. Like, I just can't believe I went through this, y'all. Like, seriously. Like, I ain't gonna cap. It's kind of funny, but it's nasty at the same time, because it's like I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So I'm like, how you gonna go on a date with somebody that you like, not even just a date, but just in general, but really just the date though, like, so with somebody that you interested in, and this is how you coming?
To hell with the date. That's just hygiene. That's just hygiene. You shouldn't be walking around as a grown ass man with Dookie in your ass, bro. You shouldn't be doing that. In all seriousness. In all seriousness, how do you feel fine and okay walking around with Dookie smearing in between your butt cheeks? Grown man or grown woman. How do you feel fine doing that? Make that make sense. Date or not. Single or not. That's just nasty. That's like brushing your teeth. You just feel okay just walking around with yuck mouth? Okay.
Like, you ain't even like, I asked him on the phone, I'm like, so your booty wasn't itching? Like, you didn't feel this, because it's like it was hot. Like, it was hot that day. And he was like, no, I didn't notice. Like, what? I know that you felt that smeared. I know that you felt all of that smearing in your butt. I know it was itching, bro. Now you over here lying. Like, and then while we on the phone, I'm like, go to the bathroom, and I guaranteed you, get you a wet towel with some soap on there and wipe, and you're gonna see all of it come off. And he like, I'm sorry you had to see that, this, that, and the third. Like, and I'm like, as the time, like, the whole time we on the phone, he's still like just chilling with this boo-boo in his butt crack. I'm like, you ain't even taking care of the problem while we on the phone. Like, what's going on? So basically, after all that, I told him, yeah, this not gonna work out. And I also remembered that he was telling me, like, yeah, he was always getting ghosted and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I think this why you getting ghosted. Like, but they not saying nothing. But me personally, like I said, I always keep it real. And I'm going to tell you, because I'm like, you seem like a cool dude. But, like, moving forward, I think this the problem. Like, you got to take care of your hygiene. Like, you not ugly. Like, you very handsome. All of that. Cool personality and all of that. But it's like, I feel like this was holding you back. You need to take care of that. You too grown. You too grown for all that.
Having to tell a grown man that he gotta wash his ass? Nah, bruh. Sister, you made the correct decision. You made the correct decision. You should not have to tell a grown adult, male or female, that they gotta wash their ass, bruh. Come on now. Come on now.
And he was just sad that I was like, nah, I don't want to do it no more, and talk to him and all that stuff no more. Like, I ain't doing all that.
You need to be sad about your ass. Why ain't you in the shower yet? Like I said before, he probably laying in bed right now on the phone at his home. Dookie all in the sheets. And you sitting here talking about you sad it's not gonna work out. You need to be sad that you about to have an ass rash. What you talking about?
Like, you too grown. Like, why we even having this conversation right now? Like, come on now, get it together. But yeah, so after I hung up the phone with him, I ain't talked to him since. I just had to come on here and tell y'all this, because I know this was just funny. It was a traumatizing experience, but I also find it funny. As y'all can see, I'm over here laughing about it. But yeah, y'all have a good day. Hey, good morning. So I'm going to answer this specific question right here because I've been getting it a lot. And the answer is no. I didn't smell any foul smell coming from him. The only smell I smelled from him was the cologne he had on that day. And that's kind of what was tripping me out a little bit, because when I first seen it of him getting out of my car, because we were about to switch cars and go to his car, and I seen it, it was so much in there, but there was absolutely no smell to it. Like, only thing I smelled was his cologne. And when we got inside of his car and we got out, when we finally got downtown and stuff like that, I didn't smell any bad smell from him. Like, I was just in disbelief and shock and really trying to figure this out as well, because it's like, how is it this much? Like y'all was saying too, I was saying it in my head. I'm like, how is it this much and there's no bad smell to it?
See, that's because it was all congested inside of his ass, behind the underwear and the jeans he had on with the shirt. It didn't allow the aroma of that stench to be released. And on top of that, he nasty because instead of going to take a shower like a normal person, he went and threw some cologne on it. Nasty. Don't they always say in the black community, you're not supposed to put no deodorant on funk? It's just gonna make it worse? Nah, bro, you nasty.
So when we got down to the water and I looked again, I know y'all said you looked too many times, but it's like there was no smell. I was really trying to figure this out, y'all. Like, I'm really trying to figure out why there was no smell and it's this much boo-boo in his pants right now. So that's the only answer that I really have for y'all with this specific question. There was no smell. This comment right here is hilarious because I've gotten it so many times, but I don't know, y'all. That's just how my family always said it. We always said boo-boo growing up. The thing is, I did think about just blocking him once I got home. At the same time, I had thought about a conversation that we had about him telling me that he was always getting ghosted and he just couldn't understand why he kept getting ghosted, but I'm pretty sure that this is the reason why he was getting ghosted. So I'm like, let me go ahead and just tell him what's going on, just so, like, moving forward, when he does find his significant other, he doesn't have this issue. And yes, y'all, I was nervous to say all of this, like, to him, because I didn't know how he will react. I've never been in a situation like this before, where I had to have this conversation, especially with a grown man. So I don't know. Hopefully, moving forward, his hygiene is better and he doesn't have this problem again. All right, so I'm gonna use this comment right here for y'all so everybody can see what I was talking about. So I attempted to sketch this out for y'all. I'm about to show y'all. Please do not screenshot me with this picture. So here we go. So these are the jeans right here. This small line right here, this was his underwear right here. This is his butt right here. And these black lines right here, that's the butt hair that I was telling y'all about. Okay, now moving on. These dark brown chunks right here, like circles right here, that's what I'm telling y'all. Those are chunks I saw. And there was some black specks in there. All those are chunks. Now, this is his lower back right here, y'all. And all of this brown that y'all see right here, this is all the smear. This is all the smear that was on his lower back. And this right here, this is his shirt. So when he was getting up, this is what I was seeing. I was seeing all of this, y'all. This is not a joke. I'm serious. All that smear is right here. All the chunks, all the hair. Absolutely disgusting, y'all. And that's why I was saying I know for a fact it was on the inside of his lower inside of his shirt at the bottom for sure. But yeah, y'all, here's the sketch right here.
So, what do you guys think about this story time? I think this story time is absolutely hilarious. This is something that would be in a Tyler Perry movie or something. This is insanity. I don't understand how, as a grown adult, male or female, you walk out the house without washing your behind. You don't have hygiene that is on the level to where you want to wash the thing that you feel moving around every day in your pants while you're walking around with your legs. You don't want to wash that? And he's lying. He knew he felt that stuff all up in his back and on his butt. Man, what? What? You got control of your body, don't you? You got all your nerves, right? So how don't you feel that riding up your beat? Anyway, I think the sister handled it very well. Shout out to the sister, and thanks for not exposing the brother, okay? Because it's all fun and jokes and games, but maybe he really didn't know somehow. Maybe he really didn't know. For whatever reason, as a grown man, maybe he really didn't know. And it's good that she didn't expose his name so that he doesn't feel embarrassed more than he already was, probably, given that he just had a woman that he went on a date with tell him that his butt was full with a bunch of dookie. You know, he'll go and handle that properly, hopefully, and we'll be able to find another sister that don't know anything about the situation. And hopefully never tell her. You know, and just live happily forever after with a clean ass. You know, that hopefully that's the end to this entire situation. But I think that she handled it properly. Shouts out for her for not embarrassing him. But what do you guys think about this situation? Do you guys agree with me that as a grown adult, you should know better than to walk around with your butt dirty? Or do you see this and please, oh my goodness, I don't know what to say if you agree with the other side. You're dirty. You're dirty. But, or if you a person that believe, I don't know, he a grown adult with his own autonomy, his body, his choice. He could walk around the way he want to walk around. That's crazy. But if you agree with that, engagement is engagement. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for tuning into this Blacked Out Conversation. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.